Never thought I'd be scared of a knock-knock joke, that's for sure. But after listening to this story last night, I had to go to the restroom, and the whole time I'm in the restroom, I'm like, no one better knock on my door right now. No one better knock on my door. So the guy gets woken up by his girlfriend saying, knock knock. He looks at the time and it is 3:27 in the morning, and he is so confused. So he's like, what are you doing? Why are you waking me up saying knock knock? And her response to all of that is, knock knock. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, we're asleep. Why are you waking me up? Tried to get me to play this little game with you by saying knock knock. And his girlfriend's like, just answer me. And she goes, knock knock. And he's like giving up. So he's like, fine, who's there? And she says, it's not me, don't open the door. Turns around and goes back to sleep, and he stays there like, what the fuck? So he ends up going to bed still, and the following morning he wanted to ask her why she did that, and it almost seemed like she was trying to ignore his question, but she ends up telling him, oh, it's just a little prank that I thought of, and like she leaves to work. Like she was trying everything to avoid the question for whatever reason. So they both go to work, they have dinner, and they go to bed, and again he gets woken up by her saying knock knock. He looks at the clock and it's 3:27 in the morning, and he looks at her and says, you already told me this was a prank. Why are you doing this again? Let's just go back to sleep. And the only thing she responds to him with is knock knock. So he's irritated and he's like, what is the point of this? What are you doing? Like, just tell me what's the end game. All she says is just answer knock knock. And he's like, fine, who's there? And she goes, it's not me, don't open the door. She turns around and goes back to bed. So at this point, the boyfriend is angry because he's like, why is she waking us up over a stupid prank or joke or a game when we both have to work the next day? So that morning when they woke up to go to work, he was like, you need to tell me why you're doing this. And she wasn't gonna leave the door like she did the first night, not really giving him a real answer. So he's like, you need to tell me why. What's the end game? What are you doing? However, she gives him the same answer. It's just a game. It's just a game. Like, and he's like, why? Why? She's like, it's a game. And she just like leaves the house. So as you can imagine, they come home, have dinner, go to sleep. And again, she wakes him up at 3:27 in the morning. But this time he's not answering. He's like, why are you doing this? What is the end game? And she goes, just answer. Knock knock, just answer. And he's like, no. And she's like, answer, knock knock, answer. And he's like, I'm not answering. Why are you doing this? So he's like, you know, you're causing a problem in our relationship. This isn't a joke anymore. You're waking me up in the middle of the night and we both have to go to work. So no, I don't want to play your game. Why are you doing this? You're like creating issues in our relationship. And she's still like, answer, please, answer, knock knock. So he ends up saying, who the fuck is it? Like, who the fuck is at that door? And she goes, it's not me, don't open the door. She turns around and goes to sleep. So morning comes around and he wants to have a serious conversation with her. So he tells her, I don't know how or what kind of conversation I need to have with you to let you know that it's really messed up that you keep waking us up in the middle of the night and it's creating a big problem. And this time she was like apologetic. She's like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to do it. I just thought it was a game. He's angry with that answer because it makes no fucking sense where you keep doing this to him. You know what I mean? So he storms out. He goes to work and all day she's sending him text messages like, I'm sorry, and she's calling him. He's not answering. He's ignoring everything. He mentions that the last text that she sends him is like, I'm so sorry. I know that sleep is important. I promise this is not going to happen again. Please forgive me. The boyfriend kind of starts feeling bad because they had never argued like this before. So for him to ignore her calls or texts made him feel a little bit guilty. So he's like, okay, well, I'm going to forgive her and I'm going to make her dinner because I don't want this to be like the end of us. So he goes home, he makes her dinner. They eat together and they go to bed. This time, he gets woken up again with a knock knock. He glances at the clock and it's 3:27 in the morning. And he says that he who wants to get up and just scream at the top of his lungs, like he wants to grab everything in that room and just fucking break it apart. So he says that he turns to look at his girlfriend that's probably next to him, like say knock knock. But instead, she's standing on the bed, looking down at him with the craziest smile, saying knock knock. The way he describes this smile, I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie, oh my god, the movie Smile, okay, where it's like extended and looks freaky. It's like the smile was very off-putting. It was not like her normal smile. So as he's looking up at her with that weird fucking smile, he says, what are you doing? And in between that smiley face, she's telling him, knock knock? Ow, we gotta go chill. At that moment, after she says knock knock again with her weird ass fucking smile, he says that her body started cracking and bending, and it was like a scene from a scary movie, and it scared him so much that he jumps out of bed and runs to the kitchen. But once he gets to the kitchen to catch a breath, he hears a knock at the front door. When he hears the knock, his first instinct is like, who is it? And it's his girlfriend's voice saying, love, please open the door. Whatever's in there is not me. Open the door, please. Whatever's in there is not me. Open the door, please. Please open the door. Don't listen to the person that's in there. Open the door. He has no idea what to do because he's like, who's the real one in the bedroom out at the door? But in that moment, he had no time to do anything because whoever was in the bedroom, his girlfriend, comes out with that creepy smile running full force towards him. But by the time she's about to get to him, he faints, passes out because of how scared he was. He says that he wakes up 2 hours later and his girlfriend is nowhere in that home. He says that he hasn't seen her since. He even made a police report or a missing person report because he has not heard of her. He has not seen her. Like, she's disappeared and has never returned. Honestly, that scares me more because what if one day she comes back with her creepy ass smile? Can you imagine? Knock knock. Oh, I just scared myself. Anyway, what do you guys think? Because first of all, the first knock knock, if my husband woke up and said knock knock and I'm like, who's there? Not me, don't open the door. Divorce, bitch. What the fuck?